Yo, what's going on, guys? Seth Spartan here, guys. Today we are back with another awesome video. Guys, today we're going to be talking about the perfect HGH slash peptide dosage. What is perfect for HGH replacement? Guys, let's get right into this. So first and foremost, you guys need to know this, and I had to dig through quite a lot of decent amount of medical literature to find this. So what am I talking about? I am talking about this simple fact. If we're talking HGH replacement, peak HGH replacement right up to the top of the normal range, this is what you need to know. This is what you need to know. Pay attention. When you are 18, if you are an 18-year-old male with good genetics, your body will naturally produce 4 to 5 IUs worth of HGH, human growth hormone, per day. Let me say that again. For those that are not paying attention, listen to this. This is extremely important. If you are a healthy 18-year-old male with good genetics, you will be producing naturally 4 to 5 IUs per day, okay? So in the human body over the course of 24 hours. Now, ideally, in terms of HGH replacement or using peptides, if your pituitary is still working good and everything is up to par, so to speak, you have a good pituitary that's responsive and able to still produce HGH well and effectively, right? All right, so let's roll into this a little bit further. So having said all of that, in the ideal world for HGH, human growth hormone replacement, you would want to be where? Exactly right when you were 18, good genetic male. That's where we want to aim for, okay? Now some people maybe a little bit lower, but that's really the peak. That's what we want to get to, the peak. I already talked about, I did a video on the perfect TRT dosage. So having said that, and go watch that video if you want, but having said that, that's where we want to get back to. A total of 4 to 5 IUs of human growth hormone per day, whether that is synthetic HGH or whether we are restoring that production with peptides, okay? Now, here's the question. That you guys are going to want answered. Okay, well, let's say I go through Prometheus HRT and do HGH replacement, or another clinic, or whatever else. Let's say you're doing synthetic. That's great. I know that we need 4 to 5 IUs to get to that peak. Well, there's two problems with just giving you only that information. And please listen to what I'm about to say. This is maybe not priceless information, but this is extremely valuable information, okay? And your doctor, your endocrinologist, or whoever's doing your hormone replacement, a lot of times they don't tell you this. So we know 18-year-olds, good genetics, about 4 to 5 IUs, right? That's where we want to be total production. But the issue is that people come in for HGH replacement, and what's the problem? Their body is, they have low HGH levels, but we don't know exactly how many IUs they're producing naturally. Now, it's true, if you do synthetic HGH, what's going to happen? You're going to suppress your production a little bit, but you still will produce, some HGH naturally. So the key, and here's the punchline, here's the bottom line, the gold line, so to speak, okay? Listen up. This is how you know the perfect HGH dose. Okay, for both synthetic HGH and also HGH peptides, okay? Typically, it's not a perfect correlation, but what you want to do in the same sense when we measure testosterone replacement, I tell people, if you should be somewhere between 1,000 to 1,400, 1,000, maybe tops 1,500 total testosterone nanograms per deciliter, right? We already talked about that in my testosterone video. Likewise, we can't measure HGH. You can measure HGH in the bloodstream, but the problem is HGH is released in pulses. So in order to get an accurate, I wouldn't say perfect picture, but to get a pretty close picture about how much HGH you're producing, and again, we want to aim for total production, whether it's from synthetic, whether it's from peptides, whether natural, everything. We want about 4 to 5 IUs, right? We want to get back to that 18-year-old peak. So what do? You need to look at IGF-1 levels. So in America, we measure IGF-1 in nanograms per milliliter. Testosterone is nanograms per deciliter, IGF-1 nanograms per milliliter. So In terms of 4 to 5 IUs, where's your IGF-1 going to fall? Your IGF-1, guys, listen up, please. Your IGF-1 is going to fall between what? 300 to right about 400 nanograms per milliliter. And that's how you know that you're producing 4 to 5 IUs per day, okay? All right, please, I'm not going to say that again. I've already made this video a little bit longer. I give you guys almost too much info. But that's the gold tape, the gold measure, okay? 300 to 400, okay? IGF-1, nanograms per milliliter. There, I said it again. Okay, so that's the gold tape. That's how you know you're getting about 4 to 5 IUs. Now, this is important to say, and this is important. Maybe your doctor doesn't know this either, and you can talk to him about this. And there's plenty of studies. You can look this up. There's one issue with measuring IGF-1, okay? Listen, if you are restricting, if you are in a, let's say you're cutting hard, you're dieting hard, you're getting shredded, let's say your calories are low, all right? You're not eating maintenance or bulking or anything like that, right? What your body's going to do is it's going to lower IGF-1 production. Why? To keep you from going hypoglycemic. So, so what I want to convey to you guys is make sure that if you want a completely accurate representation of your HGH level, you need to be eating maintenance or slightly above maintenance. You don't want your body to be, because your body can shoot your HGH sky high and also lower the IGF-1. Okay, so it can do that. You can have super high HGH and low IGF-1 levels, because what's happening is you're restricting calories. Let's say you're dieting down for a bodybuilding show or a photo shoot or whatever have you, you just want to get off weight. If you're restricting calories a lot, what's going to happen is the body's going to tell the liver, hey, the IGF-1, we want to lower that so that you're not going hypoglycemic all the time. So just an interesting thing to note, guys. But the gold standard, like I said, is 4 to 5 IUs of total production per day from HGH, whether that you're doing synthetic or through peptides. And the best way to measure that is IGF-1 level, nanograms per milliliter. You want 300 to 400, maybe up to like 440, but that's the absolute peak, okay? Guys, I'm Seth Spartan. Stay safe, stay healthy. God bless you all, and we are out of here.